Hi YouTube, this is D.
And I'm Jay, and we are My JD Anime Academia. So in today's video, we're going to come up with our theories and interpretation as to what the One Piece may be. And we'll
Exactly.
see you right after this intro. So that episode was good. What did you think?
Well, I thought that it was very cool. I like the soundtrack that went along with it. Like that soundtrack is really good. I hope that they use it again in like the final episode of One Piece when the Strawhats make it there. It's very cool.
Yeah, and honestly, the way like they didn't reveal Raftel. Like we can come up with so many theories about this. Like, what did you personally think was the meaning? But like, let's start with like, why were they laughing? Like, what was all that about? Like, after finding a treasure, why would you laugh? You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. The point of laughing and the reason that it's probably called Raftel is because of how maybe it could be like, the subversion of expectation. Like you think you'll make it to the last island and you'll have like a lot of treasure, a lot of riches and all that, but what I believe is that there is no treasure. The whole treasure is you having already like circulated the entire world through sea and making it to the last island. So I think the laughing is the fact that they're happy that they accomplished their goal, but their expectations were a bit subverted, so which is why it's so funny.
Yeah,
actually it's gonna
like,
be all
yeah, because I mean, like, imagine you're told that if you travel from A to B, you'll get X amount of money. And then once you get there, you don't receive that money, and then it's like a funny story to tell your friends or something like that. So I feel like it's like that kind of situation. Like it's like a whole scam, like they get there and then it's like jokes on them, you congratulations, you went around all the world and now there's no treasure for you.
It's like it's like Roger said, like in one of the quotes, like, "Hey, Joy Boy, I hope that I was born in the same era as you. You left me with so much treasure here. It's funny, something like that." And the thing is that treasure that he left behind is kind of one big joke. It's like, hey, yo, here's my treasure, and it's something so simple as like, the last island. Like, we don't know what it is per se. We can draw a conclusion that it could be something that isn't really anything material, but it's the fact that you've already completed a whole journey.
Yeah, so like
everything about the world.
Like the experience that they gain from traveling like the treacherous waters is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, and I guess it's like, having gotten all that wisdom about the world, like, like the kind of feeling that you get when like you've been working in your field, in your career, and just like the whole career, like going on and spanning until you're ready to retire. It's like a whole journey that you go through, and then after it's done, you retire, the whole gang retires, and you all go your separate ways. I think that the laugh tale is just, it's finally done, and it's the kind of thing where it's like you would expect. It's something as simple as just completing one's journey and retiring. The treasure itself that he left was wisdom and not really an actual treasure. It's just like insight into the world. Yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say about that. What do you think?
I think that the author is just going to play a whole big joke on the readers. Like you said, there's no physical treasure. Maybe he was trying to trick us to believe that it was a materialistic thing that we would expect. He's playing around with our expectations. Because this show has been taking a long time, I find, and I wouldn't be surprised if it finished in another 20 years. And then after that, people who've watched it for so long, they expect this, and then the author's like, congratulations, like, you just wasted your time thinking it was this when really it was that. Like, I feel like he's just trying to play around with the readers, you know, because he can do whatever he wants. And I think that I wouldn't be surprised if he would want to do that, like to end a story like that and make it unique compared to other stories.
But then again, he has a fan base. So I don't think he'll actually do it in such a sense where, you know, it's like, hey, I got you, one big troll. This whole story was all to introduce you to a story just to have it end anticlimactically like that. It's like, oh, I'm a big troll. It's like, I think whatever it is, it might not be the most glamorous thing ever. It'll still be something worth ending on, I think. And there's not gonna be a treasure, and I'm pretty sure Nami's gonna go ballistic crazy when she figures out that. But that's the thing. It's just about the adventure, and whatever it is, however it ends, I think as long as it's handled correctly, it'll be fine. He's not gonna end it so anticlimactic. It's like, oh, you got scammed, you know, like that would be kind of mean to the fan base. Let's talk about the significance of Joy Boy. Like, why is it gonna take another 800 years for the next Joy Boy to like get there? Why is it that only that descendant of Joy Boy can actually make it there and not anybody else? How does Roger know that Luffy is the only one that's gonna be able to make it there? Basically?
Well, he doesn't know that he exists yet, right? He wasn't born yet, but
somebody of that is a descendant of Joy Boy will make it there.
What if it's just people with the will of D? Maybe like only them can make it to that last island.
That I agree with. I actually think that those of the letter D are very powerful individuals and very dangerous to the world government. Maybe because they are the ones that have the ability to make it there, and the ability to expose the secrets of the world to the public. That's why probably they're considered to be dangerous. Not because of their physical ability, but that could also be a thing. You know, they could be like very talented with their hockey and such like that. But it could also just be the fact that they're the only ones that can make it there.
Yeah, and maybe the One Piece, you said it was experience, but what if it's just also everything that was missing, like the 100-year void, like anything that the world government does not want the world to know? It's the missing piece from history.
Together. Yeah.
The one piece that is missing, like in a puzzle, like when you're missing a piece. What if it's that piece that fits everything in history that the world government does not want to know?
Maybe it's kind of funny how everything connects together. Like if you think about it as a puzzle piece, it could be considered that. It could be a good symbolism for that. And because like we always thought that it was one treasure, one huge treasure. One piece, like to have the treasure and to have the title of Pirate King is to have the One Piece. As you know, it's like everything that a person would want in the world of like One Piece. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about how, you know, how he says that I left my treasure. You never get my treasure. You're gonna have to find it, or something like that, or something along the lines of.
俺の財宝か。欲しけりゃくれてやる。探せ。この世のすべてをそこに置いてきた。
If you want my treasure, you're gonna have to find it, and then it creates the new pirate era. Yeah, it's very significant. It's because the fact is that he wants people to actually go to Raftel, to go to the place he named Raftel, in order to gain this, because he wants inevitably the next descendant of Joy Boy, which is Luffy. Which obviously he doesn't know that, but it's gonna be him. to get there. But in order for him to want to get there, he has to build it up to be this big thing that people want, so that he will be motivated to be able to get there. And yeah, the thing is that it definitely, I still think it's not a treasure. You know, it's like, I left my treasure, go find it. Obviously, it's he insinuated that it was going to be on the last island. And yeah, it's not an actual treasure, but he wants people to think it is, because that's what people want.
It motivates people. It's like how, I don't know, maybe in real life, like you might motivate someone to do something if you say you'll pay them. So yeah, so that's basically everything. If you guys know any other theories or would like to suggest any other theories, please comment down below, and like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.
So yeah, that's it for the review. We'll see you again in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.